Hi Internet, it's me, Pan42 Tarot, but you can call me Pan. Welcome to this week's excuse me. Welcome to this week's reading. This week we're doing another collective checkup because it's about that time. This is my 18th video, so we're gonna try and do these every 9 weeks just to check up on how you guys are doing. It kind of helps me like figure out what to talk about in the next 9 weeks and things like that. But it's also to give you guys some messages from your guides and from the universe and all kinds of stuff. So today I'm using the Dreams deck to draw you in, and I'm also going to use a couple of items. I am actually going to use my everyday pocket rocks to pull you guys in today because I was feeling pocket rocks today. So here we go. I'm going to pick 4 groups and yeah, then I'll show you all the cards and it'll be great. Okie dokie. Oh, these 2. 1, 2, 3. Need 1 more, please. Oh, group 4. Okay. So, let's take a look. Let's take a look at these already. Okay, so, group number 1, you guys got this really pretty tree. I want to call it a spirit tree. Ooh, there. That's less reflection there. It's a really beautiful tree with some lanterns on it. Really pretty. And your item is this little guy. Let's see if I can get him in the frame all focused. There he is. This little guy. He is, he's actually a piece of plastic. He's not actually a rock, but it is used in my industry. They use these little pieces of plastic to polish metal and get all the burrs off of metal pieces that are laser cut. So I really like the energy of this little guy because he's like a triangle. 1. Triangles are super powerful. 2, he's green, and green's my favorite color. And 3, like because of its use to like polish metal, I always think of it as like the energy of improvement, of, you know, a sword sharpening another sword, or yeah, growth. I really think of it as that, and also like good luck and stuff. Anyway, so that's that. Group number 1. Group number 2, you guys have this cute little teacup with marshmallows in it. And he looks really surprised that he has marshmallows in him. But he's super cute. And the rock that I have for you guys is this. Ooh, let's see if I can focus on him. This little rock here. This is a garnet. It's a garnet stone. I don't actually like really know what garnet represents, but I really like garnet personally because I think of Garnet from Steven Universe, and that energy to me is very it's very about companionship and love and unconditional love and stuff like that. So that's why I keep that garnet with me. Group number 3, this is your card. It is a man with a bird flying out of his face. Really interesting card. And then the rock I have for you guys is this beautiful square amethyst. It's a beautiful little square amethyst. I keep amethyst with me like all the time because amethyst is excellent for anxiety. It's a very like soothing, calming stone. I really love it. And I love squares because they're very grounding, very sturdy kinds of rocks. Yeah, so that's group number 3. Group number 4, you guys have this card. I swear I've shuffled these cards, you guys. These cards have, 2 of these cards have shown up before in other readings. I don't know why. They just like to pop out. So this is an old woman sitting on a throne of skulls with a really cool, I think it's a devil dog or a Cerberus behind her. That's your card. And your rock is actually this little guy. I really like this little guy. He is an almost perfectly round river stone. I don't know what kind of rock he is, but he's very round, and he was only made round by a river, given to me by a friend, and it had such cute, adorable energy that I just have to keep it in my pocket all the time now. I really love this rock. It's got a lot of happy, wholesome energy to it. So, these are the 4 groups. I'm going to leave the video running for a little bit if you need a little bit more time to choose. But these are your groups. We're just going to be doing a Celtic cross today. So we're going to be like just doing a basic spread and seeing what's going on. And yeah, just figuring it out. Just checking up, you know, on your guys' energy and what the beings that you communicate with want you to know for the next 9 weeks. Okay? Okay. I'll see you guys all at your groups. Bye. Hi, group number 1. Welcome to your reading today. Today we're doing a collective checkup, so it's just going to be a Celtic cross, and it's just kind of a general reading to see how you guys are, what's going on, and just kind of give you some little messages, all right? So this is the card that drew you in. It's a beautiful tree with lots of lanterns. And this is the little item that drew you in. He's a plastic piece that is used to sharpen or shine metal. Yeah. So I'm going to put that over here, I think. Actually not. I'm going to put it over here. Like it right there. Okay. Oh my goodness. Focus. Thank you. Okay, so the deck I'm using today is my Philly Tarot deck. I really love this deck because it's super fun. It's also like one of the closest decks I have to the original Rider-Waite Tarot imagery. Like it's almost image for image. It just has some Philly Philly items included. Philly is Philadelphia, which is a city in the United States, in case somebody not from the United States is watching. So, oh, hello. I was gonna say, guides of group number 1, would you please help me tune with group number 1 and bring in any information you want to give me. So that is that. All right. So I'm going to reveal these cards as we talk about them. All right. So this is a Celtic cross spread. I think if you've been on my channel before, you've seen this kind of spread. It is a pretty classic one. Lots of people use it. So our first card here in the middle, this card represents you in your current state. And we have the Moon card. Interesting. I really love this Moon card. It's one of my favorites. Not my favorite, but one of my favorites. So the Moon. Yeah, so the Moon, it represents our inner life. It also represents our fears and our, it represents an amount of confusion and thought, like inner thought, and a lot of like turmoil in your inner thoughts. It's not a particularly nice card to most people. It really represents an anxiety, and yeah, so you seem to be in a bit of an anxious state. The Moon in this card is particularly, like he looks like the thinking man, you know, how he has that like pout and is like thinking really hard. So I feel like you're a bit in your head at the moment. The card that is crossing you, this card is the, so the card that crosses you is the Eight of Cups. This is their Eight of Cups. Their cups are cheesesteaks. The bountiful cheesesteak. So the card that is crossing you is, this card talks about leaving situations. It could talk about leaving people behind that are toxic. It could talk about leaving a job. It could talk about, it could talk about not leaving permanently. It could talk about just needing a moment to step away from a situation so that you can come back to it later and redigest what is going on. But the challenge that is crossing you is leaving something at the moment. So that might be why you're feeling so anxious. Really, leaving anything can be a very anxious inducing thing, especially if you're somebody who has a bit of separation anxiety, or somebody who is a bit codependent, or, you know, if you have insecurities about being left alone, then this could be a very scary thing for you. Yeah, but a lot of the time when we're talking about Eight of Cups, we're talking about the need to leave some cups behind because they no longer serve you, or they're no longer of any use to you. Maybe they're empty cups. You've already taken all you can learn from that. It could be like leaving school or a profession. Like you've already gotten all you can out of this, and now it's time to move on and find a new adventure. So that's the thing that's crossing you. We're gonna go here next, which is what is behind you. And behind you we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords. Okay. So behind you is a lot of deception. Behind you is something, I think this might be the reason why you feel the need to walk away from something, or maybe this is the reason why the universe is pushing you to walk away from something. The Five of Swords really talks about sneakiness, deception, some gross energy that happened to you. Something not nice that has happened to you because of other people, because of words. A lot of the time when we're talking about the Five of Swords, we're talking about words or thoughts, as opposed to action. So behind you is this sneaky rumor, deception, somebody who wasn't being totally honest with you. Yeah. And I'm going to jump over here to what is, no, I'm not. I'm going to go in my clockwise motion like I always do. Okay, so crowning you, we have the Six of Swords. Another leaving card. Yeah, so this card is about, this card's about taking the things that matter with you. This talked about how even though we're leaving a situation, we're going to take what's important with us, that those experiences will always be a part of us. It also talks about like finding safer shores, safe haven, that you're going from rough waters to calm waters. Yeah. So as your crown, this is something you're thinking about. This is something that you're contemplating, especially since it's swords, which is all about thought, again, instead of action. And since it's at your crown, this is this thing that you feel that you need to leave. It has been on your mind. It has been all that's on your mind for a while now. And I think you know that the process of leaving behind something, it will bring you peace. It will bring you hope. It will leave behind this nastiness that you have previously experienced, but you're still afraid. You're still afraid. Even though everything in your world has told you this is the right thing to do, it's still scary for you, and I totally understand. So ahead of you, we have, wow, the King of Cups. King of Cups. Yeah, so King of Cups is a card of masculine, I want to say masculine femininity. It's like he is the masculine in the feminine element of cups of water. He is the masculine of water. But this card really depicts, it actually depicts a quarterback from when Philadelphia won the Super Bowl. So what I'm really seeing as this being ahead of you is this is victory. This is you finally feeling like you have control of your emotions, like you have control of your state of being, and that you have succeeded. This is what's ahead of you. You're real worried that this leaving behind will leave you bereft, that it will leave you with nothing. But the cards are saying, and your guides are saying, that ahead of you is this victory that you might not see it yet. You might not see this leaving as a victory. You might see it as a defeat. But really what it is, okay, so when therapists talk about like setting boundaries with people, a lot of the time when we set boundaries with people, it can cause them to leave us. It can cause them to not want to be our friends anymore or not want to be in our lives anymore. And that's really painful. But it shows the true nature of that person. And it also shows, if you can hold that boundary, it shows your level of maturity and how far you have come in your own journey. And it also shows, like, for the people who can respect your boundaries and can accept you for what you need and stuff, it really shows it's a victory for you that you have found the people that will really be important to you, that will really matter. And it's also like, yeah, it's leaving behind this old idea of, well, if I'm not all things to all people, I'm nothing. No, you're everything. You just, you need to be yourself. I hope that made sense. I'm going to move on, but I'll probably talk more about the whole once I get the complete picture. So the last card in the cross is what is at your feet, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, I love this. So, at your feet is the Queen of Pentacles, you guys. So, what I'm really seeing here with this energy, this is your grounding, your foundation. This is who you are. This is who is around you, who you are. The Queen of Pentacles, she's the Empress vibe of the court cards. She is somebody who is fully realizes their own value and has self-love for themselves, and is also really in tune with nature and just a grounded individual. This is the mom friend, if that makes sense to anybody. She's the one that, they're the person that knows she is wisdom. She is love, and she is wisdom, and she is fully feeling herself. She, in this image, there's a lot of animals. There's a goat, and there's a monkey, and there's a rabbit. Like, she is connected with animal spirits, and I just feel like this card at your base, this card is talking about who you are as a person. You are somebody who's stable and steady and reliable. And you deserve steady, stable, reliable people who will not cause this situation that you have experienced recently, this deception, this gross thing that has happened to you. You deserve to leave these things behind you, because you have been a rock for other people. And you being that rock, you deserve other rocks to support you. I hope that makes sense. I also am really feeling this card, the one that drew you in, like, and the rock. Like, this rock, it polishes metal. It's not a real rock, but the energy of this rock is that one person sharpens another. That the people who matter will want to grow and change with you, and not drag you down into this deceptive energy. They will not want you to hold on to the things that no longer serve you. They will not want you to live in fear. If you are living in fear, this is not a place for you. This tree is growing and glowing despite being unrooted. You might feel that you don't have roots if you don't have this thing that you're trying to leave behind. You might feel like you're out in outer space because you are trying to leave this thing behind. That might be how you're feeling, but you're not. You're a glowing, beautiful person, and ahead of you is victory. The universe wants you to know that there are brighter shores ahead, that there is victory ahead, that there is a beautiful shore on the other side, but you have to be the one to lay down these cups and say, I don't need these anymore. I'm looking for something better. I hope that all made sense. So now we're going to do this little tower of cards. So this first card represents the people around you, the people that are influencing your situation. And here we have the Ace of Wands. Oh, I love this. So the people influencing this situation, the people around you, whoever is involved in this process, there is some new flame, some new flame around you. Either somebody new or somebody who is going through a transformation of their own that has really made them a whole new person. And that influence is really encouraging you to also spark your own flame, to also go forward. This influence is great. Like, you should really listen to the new sparks, the people that are showing you something you've never learned before, or something that you feel you need to learn but had never heard before. These people, they're going to hand you this new lease on life. the new shore that you're going towards is this new flame. Are these people who have a new flame, the new passions, the new people that you're going to meet or that you already have met that have completely changed your perspective on some things. Those are the people that you should be listening to. Okay? Okay. So, this next card is your attitude towards the situation, and we have the Five of Wands. You guys, the Five of Wands is the card of conflict. So I can see here that we have some stubborn people in this group. Your guys are like, stop fighting me. Stop fighting this. Like, you are, yeah, this transformation is painful, yes. It is scary, yes. Are we leaving things behind that were a part of us for a long time? Yes. But it is for your good. The universe is here for your highest good. They're not here to drown you. They're not here to put you in a boat and leave you out to shore. No, they're bringing you to brighter shores. Stop fighting it. This is like, your guys are just like, they're so stubborn. They won't listen. I keep saying the same thing, and they keep being like, no, it'll work out. So your guys are like, stop fighting. Stop it. Stop you. Because they're not trying to hurt you. They're trying to bring you forward. And I know that's easier said than done because we are creatures of habit and we like to stay where we want to stay. Like this is a human thing, not a you thing. It's a human thing. So we like to be comfortable, and I understand that. So we are like children kicking and screaming as we go forward into the future. But try to catch that in yourself. Try to listen. Try to pay attention when that attitude comes up, and ask yourself, why? Why am I fighting this? What? Change your perspective. Try and think of what good come out of this instead of looking at what is terrible. Okay? Okay. So this next card, this card is about your hopes and fears. And we have the Hanged Man. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just said this. This is great. So I literally just said this. This card talks about changing your perspective. So your hopes and fears, yeah, you gotta change your perspective on those things. Like your fears of, I will be left alone, or I won't have what I need, or those fears, like, you need to change your perspective on them. Maybe this isn't what you need. Even though you feel like this is what you've needed for so long, you don't need it anymore. And it might just be the feeling of familiarity that you are clinging to instead of the need for that thing. You don't actually need it. There's something else, something better that is here, that is coming, that will fulfill your heart. And you don't need this negative influence. And you need to change your perspective on these fears. Like this fear of being alone, you're a wonderful person. You're not going to be alone. Like, you may feel lonely at times, but there are people coming for you. There are new people coming for you. Like instead of saying what could go wrong, let's start thinking what could go right. If I follow this path, what could go right? And hold on to those hopes. Hold on to those dreams. Okay? Okay. And the last card here, this is the outcome. So we have the Ace of Cups. Oh, I love this. So you know how The Eight of Cups talks about leaving things behind and how we're going off to find new adventures. Well, the Ace of Cups, this is the cup you actually needed. This is the cup to replace the cups you have lost, the cups you have given up. This is a new chance. This is a new love. This is a new beautiful future. This is a new overflowing cup of love that you have already drained these cups here in 8. They're empty. They're useless to you. But this is a brand new, steaming, beautiful cup. And it's gonna be better than all 8 of those other empty cups combined. Okay? Hope that all made sense to you guys. All right, now I'm gonna draw a couple of oracle cards and then we'll be done, okay? So first I'm gonna use the Kunyin Oracle deck. I really like how positive her messages are and she's really pretty. So we're gonna use her and then I think I'll also draw you guys an Affirmers card as well because you guys seem like you could use some positive messages, my sweet babes. Oh, I just looked at the timer and it said 25. So don't know if that's an important number for you guys. Also, you got 2 5s, 2 aces. I don't know if those numbers are important to you, but there they are. So the card you got from the Kunyin Oracle deck looks like this. She's beautiful, and her name is Mother of Mercy. Mother of Mercy. So I'm going to read this card to you. Mother of Mercy. Dispensations of mercy come when we are without recourse, ending a cycle of manipulation, unkindness, or unconsciousness. This spiritual assistance is offered to you now from a place of loving respect, kindness, and great spiritual power. Blessings to Kunyin, Mother of Mercy, who watches over us with attentive love and cares for our spiritual progress. Ooh, yes. Ooh, I love that for you guys. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to do is get an affirmatives card for you guys. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Mercy. She's offering you... Your guides are offering you this new cup. This mercy. This relief. Relief from unkindness. All right? So grab onto that cup. You deserve it. You deserve it. Okay? Don't doubt that. You deserve it. I don't want to. Can I please just get one? That one. Okay. So, the card we have for you guys from this deck is Peacefulness. It's this beautiful little wagon. So I'm going to read you this card. Peacefulness. I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. My heart is special property, and I'm going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it, and I can get my security deposit back. Aww. Yeah, so boundaries. Boundaries is what that card is talking about. Like, don't sacrifice your peace and happiness for drama or chaos. All right? I hope this reading was really helpful to you, group number 1s. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. And I hope you guys have a blessed everything. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. This was Pan. Bye, you guys. Hi, group number 2. Welcome to your reading this week. This week we are doing a collective checkup. This is just going to be a Celtic cross where we just figure out your energy and figure out what's going on with you guys, all right? And get any messages from your guides or deities or whatever you guys work with. So this is the card that drew you guys in. It's a cute little teacup with marshmallows. And this is the garnet stone. My little garnet. That also drew you in today. So, them right here. Ooh, hold on one second. Okay, so I did also look up the meaning of the actual garnet, and the reason I carry it is pretty close to the actual meaning. Yeah, it's about love and bringing together of separated love, and also about healing and manifesting and really bringing in the person you want. So, sorry, I'm just gonna light this incense because I forgot to. You guys might be my romantic pile maybe, because 1, you have the garnet, and 2, I totally forgot to light this incense. So somebody must have wanted me to talk about this incense. This one in particular is a rose scented incense, so very romantic. Anyway, you might just be a group that's very loving and sweet and passionate. So, big hearts. You're in a group of big hearts. So, group number 2, here we go. We're just going to ask your guides or the universe or God, whatever you subscribe to, hello, about what your current state of being is. So, here we go. I'm going to show you each card one at a time. And we will talk about them, all right, as I reveal them. Okie dokie, okie dokie. So, here we go. Card number 1 of this Celtic cross is this one. This is you and your current state. In your current state, we have the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups. Interesting, we just got the 8 of Cups in group number 1. So I don't know if you were drawn to that one at all, but it was there. So your current state is you're in a current state of house cleaning. You're in a state of it is time to leave behind that which does not serve me anymore. It is time to move on from things that have hurt me. It is time to move on from things that are no longer, not helpful, but things that are no longer fill me up. A lot of the times the cups you see are empty or they're knocked over. So you've already used up what's in these cups. You're in a state of spring cleaning. You're getting rid of the garbage. You're getting rid of ideas or feelings or people or even things that just don't sit right with you anymore. It could also be that you're in a state of that you need to take a step away to better understand these cups. You're needing to take a break so that you can better see what's going on. That is also another meaning of this card. So the card that is crossing you, this is the challenge that you're coming up against. You have the Hierophant. Ooh, the Hierophant. Interesting. So, the Hierophant is a card about, like, it used to be the Pope, but then when the cards got used for more mystical meanings, they changed the name. But the Pope is, the Hierophant is really a figure of authority. that talks about belief systems, and it talks about being somebody who others look up to, and also can inspire others to learn new spiritual things and move forward. This card in particular shows a certain musician, and it has a little heart on the bass drum. So I feel like since you guys are my heart group with the garnet, and that's all about the heart chakra, I feel like the thing that is crossing you is either someone who is this, like a person who represents this Hierophant energy of a great spiritual leader, or you are looking for somebody like this, or you want to become somebody like this, perhaps. This is a challenge that is crossing you. This is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to change. It might be an opportunity in love, considering the heart. And like, there's not a heart in any of the other Hierophant cards that I have, so it must be significant. This is a challenge in love. It's a challenge for your heart space. It's a challenge to upset your belief system, to upset your point of view. This is someone or something that is coming in and changing your perspective on some things. There's somebody with a lot of wisdom that is going to really open your eyes to some things that, since you're in spring cleaning mode now anyway, will help you continue the process. I hope that makes sense. So, behind you, this card is the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Cool. This card talks about waiting. This card talks about waiting for the seeds you have planted to grow, to sprout a harvest, to become the fruit that you are longing for. Well, good news. This is behind you. So if the season of waiting is behind you, now is the season of doing, which makes sense since the Eight of Cups is your main energy right now. And like, the Eight of Cups is a doing card. It is a card of, I'm going to leave this behind and I'm going to clean it out. So yeah, the time for waiting is over. The time for doing has come. I think is what this card is particularly talking about. It's saying that you have planted the seeds that you need to, and now is the time to harvest. So, the card crowning you, we have the Knight of Swords. Oh, I like this. The Knight of Swords is the fastest card, the fastest knight in the deck. He is the Knight of Thought. He is the Knight of words and thinking. And so as your crown, you must be somebody who thinks a lot and rapidly. You're somebody with a lot of thoughts on your mind. You're somebody who, but you're precise with your thoughts as well. Even though you have a lot of them and they're always racing, you still have control. The knights are in much more control than the pages are. The pages are like children, and the knights are more like the adolescent type archetype. So you do have some control. You are not a king yet, but you do have some control. So what I'm seeing of this as your crown, the energy that is crowning you, is you are in a state, because you're in a state of spring cleaning, and the energy that is crossing you is the Hierophant. I'm really seeing that you are in a space that you can accept and turn around and process ideas a lot quicker than maybe you used to be able to. If you were somebody that was in a state of waiting before, maybe you were also in a state of stagnation. Maybe you were in a spot where you just couldn't understand, you couldn't see, you couldn't process. Sometimes we get into that state, especially if we're in a state of survival. If we're just trying to survive, it's very hard for us to grasp new things because our brains are not in that mode. They're in survivor mode. So we stick to what is familiar, right? This is talking about your mind is in a new and accepting state of mind where it is rapidly picking up what somebody else is putting down. It is rapidly being able to course correct, to fly forward, to break and turn the other way if needed. Like, you are in a state of being able to comprehend. And that is a very useful state, especially when in a spring cleaning type energy, because it allows you to see things for what they are quickly and assess and decide. And that's the energy you really need when you are spring cleaning. Hi, I'm terrible at it. So it's that Marie Kondo energy of like, does this bring me happiness? No, goodbye. Like, no hesitation, let's just go for it. Which is great. That's great, you guys. I'm happy for you. So, the next card here, this is what is ahead of you. And we have death. Ooh. I love this card. It's Edgar Allan Poe. Love him. I'm a little emo kid on the inside. So, Edgar Allan Poe, death. What is ahead of you? Death. Ooh, it's so scary. No, it's really not. So this is actually really exciting. This is, again, we're bringing up that spring cleaning. Like, death is not about physical death here. It is about the end of something and the beginning of something else. Because as you can see in this card, there's a sun right behind him. Like, this cleaning out of things that are useless to you, things that hurt you, things that are painful, getting rid of these things, grasping new ideas, a new person, a new way of thinking, a new hierarchy of beliefs even. This is a death to the old you. This is a death to the time of stagnation. This is a death to the things that no longer serve you, and that is good. That is forward motion. I just saw the numbers 12-15. I don't know if that means anything to anybody, but I did see that. So, also this, the death card, oh wait, no, that's 13. Never mind. But, yes, so the death card, that is forward momentum. That is forward movement. This is the grasping of higher concepts, of higher ability. You're leveling up. That's what it's saying. Like, you are leveling up to the next phase. Whether this Hierophant energy is you leveling up or somebody else coming into your life to teach you things that will help you level up, it doesn't really matter. This is the energy of higher learning, of higher knowledge, higher yes, just higher knowledge. Yeah. And it's crossing you right now. It's right in your path. It's in your hands. Just grasp it. And death is coming to the things that no longer serve you. And that might be scary for some of you. I know some people are very like, but I need to hold on to these toxic things because they're familiar. And like, maybe you don't know that you're doing that, but holding on to toxic things because they are familiar and they make you feel safe is not good for you. Like, it just pulls you down. It just weighs you down. You are worth more. You are worth better. There are better things for you to grasp onto. There's a sun in the distance. It is rising for you. Okay? So, the card at your feet, this is the 9 of Cups. Wow. Yeah. So, the card at your feet, your foundation, is Nine of Cups. Guys, you can afford to get rid of a couple cups. You got a lot. There's a lot in your life. And a lot that, like, even when you're spring cleaning, even getting rid of these old cups, it will not rock your foundation the way you think it might. It won't, because you have all you need. You have it. And your guides are not going to ask you to get rid of things you really, really need. They're asking you to get rid of things that no longer are a part of you, that are old parts of you that you needed to survive at a certain point, but now are bringing you down instead of leveling you up. Because your foundation is solid. Okay? All right. So, now we're going to do this little tower of cards. This first card represents the people and influences around you involved in the situation. And you have the Seven of Wands. Ooh, I like this. So what I'm seeing with this card is that the people around you, the influences around you, some of them, this card could really have two meanings, all right? So I'm going to say both. So some of them are this postman. They are this person fighting off other wands, fighting off the enemy for you. They are soldiers in your corner. They are fighters for your cause. You have those people. You also have these other people that you can't see in the card that are holding the other wands. There are people that are bombarding you with ideas, with passions, with strong opinions that are not helpful to you. Like, not everybody's opinion will be worthwhile. Let's put it that way. Like, some people's opinions are good, and some people just are not worth listening to. This man is defending himself against these other wands, and these other wands could be, well, it's in the position of people around you, of people influencing the situation. So these people who are throwing their opinions at you, some of them they shouldn't be listened to. They're just opinions. What matters is what you think. You're the only person in this card. What matters is what you think. That's like the negative version of this card. The positive version is that there's people around you who are fighting for you, who are fighting off those other wands, those other opinions that don't matter, that are harmful to you, that are trying to attack you with their opinions. There are people who are fighting in your corner and driving off those nasty influences that aren't meant to be in your space. Okay? This next card is your attitude towards this whole situation. And we have, oh, you guys, we have the Five of Cups. Okay. So we're feeling a little sorry for ourselves. I see. It's all right. You're allowed to feel a little sorry for yourself. You're in spring cleaning mode. You're getting rid of things that don't matter. You're getting rid of things. And sometimes getting rid of stuff hurts. Sometimes it's really painful. So you're in a bit of a state of, oh, woe is me. Well, stop it. Sorry, I don't mean to be so blunt, but that's what I'm hearing is like, your guides are like, there's two other cups over here. There's a whole new sunrise right ahead of you. There's this whole new way of thinking right ahead of you. You just need to grasp it. You just need to turn away from these empty cups, these empty spilled out cups that are just not useful to you. Stubbornness. Stubbornness is what I'm hearing. Yeah. A little stubborn there, bud. But it's you're entitled and allowed to your feelings. But your guides are saying don't let those feelings stop you from continuing your work, continuing your spring cleaning, because this is what you really need. This is the thing. This is it. This is the level up. This is the next stage. And don't let those feelings of sad, those feelings of loss stop you, because you deserve something better. You deserve the sunlight coming in the window, not the skeleton on your shoulder. Yeah? Okay. This next card talks about your hopes and fears. And we have the Page of Cups. This is sweet, you guys. So I'm seeing that the Page of Cups normally reflects childlike energy. And the Page of Cups talks about letting your emotions fly free, letting your heart go where it will, being loud and proud and loving everybody the way a child does. And I can see where there would be fear around that, like letting your inner child out, letting that sweet part of you out to just freely love and be unafraid of the loving. That is scary. That is putting yourself out there. That is exposing your heart. And I can understand why that's scary. But I also feel this joy of, I can finally do this. I can finally reveal my heart and it is being accepted. And that's beautiful. And I know that you're afraid that you're going to get stomped on. But you're leveling up. There's good things ahead of you. This wish to let your emotions free and express yourself as freely as you can is a beautiful desire that I think the universe will be very happy to oblige you with. Because your heart's beautiful. We already know that from this card. Like, you might be this scared little cup of cocoa, but like the cocoa in you is delicious. And the garnet really talks about love and renewing the heart chakra and renewing love and joining together of love that has been separated. And I feel like some of the love that you've been separated from is love for yourself. And you're afraid to love yourself again because what if you backslide? What if I mess up again? What if I hurt somebody? Trust yourself a little bit. You are accepting things that you never would have like a month ago. That's progress. Okay? So, this last card is the outcome. And we have the King of Pentacles, you guys. You guys! We have the King of Pentacles. I love the King of Pentacles. So, yeah. What's the outcome of this? Even though you're spring cleaning and getting rid of stuff, your result is the King of Pentacles, who is somebody who is just lounging in wealth. They're lounging because they have everything they need. He is sturdy, stable, fulfilled. The King of Pentacles is the stable one, the wise one, the never yielding one, the one everyone can rely on. It's you. you're the King of Pentacles, and the result of this spring cleaning, this leveling up, is for you to really grasp your crown and become the person that everybody knows you are. Like, to really grasp your own power and sit in it and feel like you deserve it, because you do. Okay? Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do for you guys is I have 2 oracle decks here, and I'm just going to pull 1 card from each. So the first deck I'm going to pull from is the Kunyin excuse me. The first deck I'm going to pull from is the Kunyin Oracle deck. I really love her messages. They're sweet and beautiful, and oh my gosh, that was so many. Well, it's just 2. You know what? We'll take both of them. So, oh, this one has boobies. Hold 1 second. This first card is the Empress of Pearl. And the second card is the Radiant Moon of Compassion. Radiant Moon of Compassion. And I'm going to read these 2 to you, okay? So, Empress of Pearl. You have an inner gift of great value, born of struggle, adversity, and challenge. In wisdom, you know that suffering can lead to growth, provided you are willing to search for a way to heal through it. Seeing challenges as ways to expand your spiritual light empowers you to focus on your growing light rather than get caught up in suffering. And now the Radiant Moon of Compassion. Kunyin sits upon a radiant moon of compassion, pouring forth the spiritual strength needed for you to liberate yourself from lower vibrational energies of fear and judgment, and shift into the vibration of freedom, love, and peace where you naturally belong. You are being urged to use this power to grow spiritually and free yourself from a situation that would otherwise bring down your bright spirit. Yep. That was pretty obvious, Kunyin. Thank you. She is being right out loud today. So the very last thing is I'm going to pull an affirmators card for you guys. And then we're officially done because my battery is about to die. So here we go. Could we get 1 card for group number 2? About this journey to do some spring cleaning. Not that one. This one? Yes. So, the last card we have for you guys is Trust. Oh, it's a little bear. Okay, so this card says, I trust that everything will be okay in the end. Partly because I simply know it in my gut, but also because it's way more fun to live with trust and confidence than to be a defensive wiener. So don't be a wiener. Anyway, I hope you really guys, I hope you guys really liked this reading, and I hope it helped you guys out a lot. And thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps out my channel. And I hope you all have a blessed everything. Thank you so much for watching group number 2. Okay, that's all. This was Pam. Bye, you guys. Hi, group number 3. Welcome to your reading this week. This week, we are doing a collective checkup. This is where we just kind of check in on your guys' energy, see what's going on with everybody, and give you any messages that come up. Okay? Okay, so the card that drew you guys in is this one. It is a little dude with a bird flying out of his face. It's a red bird. I don't know what kind though. It doesn't quite look like a cardinal, but he's cute. So that's your card. And then the stone that brought you in is my little square amethyst here. I like my little square amethyst. They bring me lots of comfort when I am anxious. A lot of rubbing has gone into this stone. So, yeah, those are the two things that brought you in. I'm going to put them right here. So today we're just going to do, a collective checkup reading. So this is just to get everybody's energy, figure out what's going on. Today I'm using the Philly Tarot deck because it is my closest deck imagery-wise to the original Rider-Waite Smith Tarot deck. Yeah, and it's a fun deck and very talkative today. So here we go, group number 3s. Oh, geez, already. Okay. So, all right, well, I'm gonna do it this way. And we're gonna split and go from there. So I'm gonna, as I flip over each card, I'm gonna talk about them, okay? So I'll tell you what they all are and the positions they are in and all that stuff as we go. All right, so your first card is this card in the center here. This one represents your current energy right now. And we have the Chariot. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, I like this. So, your guys' current energy is very forward moving. You guys are in a state of you want to go. You want to go, 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 go. You want to harness the energies around you and really drive them forward into the future that you see for yourself. Yep. I'm seeing that it might feel really difficult at the moment, mostly because the Chariot is represented by a bus, specifically a SEPTA bus, which is the public transportation here in Philadelphia. And I don't know if any of you know, but they tend to be late and not go where you want them to go, and they don't have a great reputation. So, they might be getting better, but I don't know. So I'm feeling like you're in a state of you want to move forward and you're feeling blocked. You're feeling like, that didn't go right. That didn't go right. Come on, just go. I'm trying to move forward. Why do I keep hitting roadblocks? That's what I'm feeling with this energy right now. That's your current state. So, the next card is the card that's crossing you. This is the challenge that is crossing your path right now. And we have the Death card. Ooh. Interesting. I love this Death card, by the way, because it's Edgar Allan Poe, and I love him because I'm an emo kid on the inside. So, wow, that's also 2 major arcanas right in a row. Whatever is happening in your life is definitely divinely guided in some way. So, the Death card crossing you. This is a huge shift. This is a huge change. This might be why you're feeling blocked, why you're feeling like you can't just run forward, because it's such a huge change. Whatever you're trying to move forward towards in your life, whether it's a relationship or a business or I don't know, a new job or just you want to advance yourself in general. It is a huge change. This is like a tower moment level change in your life. That's why it's so hard. Like, this moment in time for you is a death to the old life you used to be living and the old habits that you used to have. This is a huge shift for you. This is the death of your old life into your new life. And you're feeling like you just want to get to the part where you're at the new life, right? You just want to get to the good part where you're doing the thing you want to be doing and being how you want to be, and you don't want to go through this transition part. Well, the transition part is necessary for you to both grieve the loss of what is past. Even if what is past was not good for you, you still have to grieve its loss, because otherwise you will feel like you won't be fully able to let it go. Okay? Also, it's the deep breath before the storm. It's the moment before sunrise where you have a second before everything rushes at you, before this new life dawns. And I think you're meant to take advantage of it, to really grow in as many areas as you can. And because the new thing is coming, and pushing beyond your limitations right now is not necessary. It is tiring you out. It is exhausting you. Don't push yourself beyond your limitations. Take it one step at a time, because it is coming. Don't worry. It is there. It is coming. It's right there in the picture. The dawn is coming. You just need to breathe and move forward, but at a careful and steady pace. Don't burn yourself out. Okay, the next card I have is This Is What Is Behind You. And the card we have here is the Nine of Wands. Oh, I love this, you guys. You don't even know. So the Nine of Wands talks about that energy of the old soldier that has been at it for a minute now. He has been fighting for a long time. He is in his fortress. He has his wand. He is waiting for the other shoe to drop. But this is behind you. Your fighting days are over. Your long trek to get here is done. The battle that you needed to take on is you completed it. The death, the actual dying part has happened. It is released. You just have to accept it. I hope that makes sense. All right, the next card, which is crowning you, is the Ace of Pentacles. This is crowning you. Ooh. The Ace of Pentacles, you guys. So what's on your mind? The thing on your mind is a new opportunity. Like we've been saying, a new thing. It's a new material thing that has really been on your mind. It's all you can think about. You're really excited about it. It feels like it was dropped in your lap for a purpose. That's how you feel about it. And you feel like it's going to be this beautiful garden that you can create and make gorgeous, and it's just, oh, you want it so bad, and so you're thinking about it all the time. That's great. That is how manifesting works, right? We continue to wish and hope, and also put our feet in the ground to move ourselves forward. That's amazing. I'm really happy for you guys that this new idea is here for you guys, that this new opportunity is presenting itself to you. I want to again reiterate that big new things, new opportunities, still need one step at a time. Still need some patience and perseverance and steady progress. Not racing forward, but steady progress. even just one phone call today, that's progress. Even if you found out that this way of doing the thing I want to do is not working for me, or it won't happen this way, that's still progress. Even though it feels like backward momentum, it's still progress because you can still check something off the list. Okay, this plan is not what I need to do. I need to relax and accept that that didn't work and move on to the next thing. And don't feel bad that you feel bad. Like, when things don't work out, it sucks. I'm not saying it's great, but I'm saying that this new opportunity was presented to you for a reason. And even if that reason is just so that you can explore yourself and you can show yourself that you are capable of doing the work, like, that's reason in and of itself. You don't have to accomplish the goal to have accomplished. I hope that makes sense to you. It made sense to me, but okay. So the next card, this is the card that is ahead of you. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. I love that this is ahead of you. So what's ahead of you? The Queen of Pentacles. This is the Empress card of the minor arcanas. She is the self-possessed woman who has worked really hard for everything that she has, and now she is sitting back and enjoying her riches. She is sitting back and enjoying the fruits of her labor, and she deserves it. This hard work, this pushing forward that you are doing, even though your guides are saying one step at a time, don't get too flighty, don't get too in your head about it. Like, slow, steady progress wins the race. Even though that's the message that I'm hearing really firmly, I'm also hearing really firmly that your hard work is going to pay off. Whether this accomplishes the goal that you have in mind or just the goal that your guides have in mind for you, you're going to reach the end of this road, this end of this death and rebirth, and find yourself content. You're going to find yourself, re-find yourself, and see yourself in a new light that you haven't seen yourself in a really long time. And like, you have felt like this worn out soldier for so long. And your guides are saying you deserve to feel like this accomplished woman and bask in your garden. And it's coming for you. And whether it looks exactly like how you want it to or not, it's going to be amazing. And you're going to be amazing. Aww. So this is the card that is at your feet and is your foundation, and you have the King of Wands. Ooh, I love this. King of Wands. Your foundation is that you're powerful. You have a lot of power in your court, in your abilities. You are powerful. You are a charging lion or dragon even. The King of Wands, he's the king of passion, of charm, of armies, of fire, passion, enthusiasm. But he is in control. Your foundation is that you are somebody who needs and exudes a lot of passion. It is a fire, it's a fire under your butt. You feel like you have a fire under your butt right now. And that's what's pushing you forward. It's not a bad thing. And this passion, this ignition of your inner self, this foundation is really going to bring you places that you didn't expect. And I think this foundation will really help you stay grounded Despite it feeling like a bit flighty and all over the place because it's fire, it's a grounding thing. It's you coming back to your passion and being like, but why am I doing all of this work? But what is my end goal? What do I want? What do I want myself to feel and look like in the future? What do I want for myself? What is this passion that is lit under my butt? Like, what is it? And how can I use it to drive me forward in a productive way instead of in a panicky way? I have to harness the fire like the king, and instead of panicking or falling victim to the flame, I must harness the flame and control it to use it wisely. Yeah, there's a need for self-control, but not to snuff out your flame, because you are a passionate individual. You must keep your flame, but learn to control, learn to ground, learn to harness. Okay, so now we're gonna do this little tower here. This bottom card, this is the people and influences around you in the situation. And we have, oh my gosh, we have the Four of Wands. Aww. That's so sweet. So the influences around you, the Four of Wands represents a celebration, sometimes specifically a wedding, but it doesn't have to be a wedding. It's a joyous celebration and a coming together of a community to celebrate. So the people around you, the people influencing this situation, they don't want to see you fail. They want to see you succeed. They want to celebrate with you. They want to see you grow and expand and really use your passion and all of this excitement that you have for this project. They want to see you use it. They want to see you use it so bad. But they also want to celebrate with you at the end of it. They want it to be a success. So any advice that you're hearing from those you trust, some might sound like, some of it might sound like critical or questioning, but it's all to see you succeed. Now, take that with a grain of salt. Like, there's always going to be some people that have ulterior motives, but the people who matter, they want to see you succeed. They want to see you grow and blossom because you deserve it, and they want to be there to support you along this journey. So don't push people away because they are giving you opinions. Instead, like, harness this enthusiasm of those around you to drive you forward and to lift you up when you are upset. Let them lift you up. Yeah. Okay, so the next card, this card here, this card is about your attitude. And we have the Page of Swords. Ooh, I like this energy. Yay! So, the Page of Swords is the energy of somebody who is incredibly enthusiastic with their ideas. There's somebody who is bubbling and bursting with ideas. They're a student, they're a learner, they're a go-getter, they're somebody who talks a lot. So as your current attitude, this is very much still the Chariot energy of, I want to go, 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 go. And I want to talk about this all the time, and I want to do it all the time, and I just want people to hear what I have to say, right? You just feel like the bubbling up of this idea so hard that it just spurts out of you all of the time, right? So as your attitude, that's not a bad thing. Like, that's that's a good thing. This enthusiasm and this exuberance and the passion and excitement to take on a project like this and continue speaking about it is the energy of manifestation. Like, it is the energy that will help you, because the more you speak this to people, the more help you will get, because people want to see you succeed in this venture. So the more people you talk to, the more help you will get, the more ideas will come to you. And yeah, so good attitude, keep it up, but keep it positive. The Page of Swords can sometimes, like, the negative side is that they worry, they overthink, they over worry about the thing. So yes, keep it in mind. Yes, keep it at the forefront. Yes, talk to people about it, but don't make it all that you are, because you're so much. And don't hollow yourself out for this thing. The process of this thing is the growth that the universe wants to see from you. That's why it feels like you keep hitting roadblocks, is because each roadblock is a chance for you to grow and change your perspective and grasp onto something new. And it might feel like you're jumping through a bunch of hurdles, but it's an exciting new way that the universe is using to help you develop your character in a brand new way, in a more hands-on way. Yeah. So don't overthink it, but don't underthink it. I hope that makes sense. So the next card, this card is your hopes and fears. And we have Temperance. This is actually kind of exactly what I was talking about already. It's a balance. It's the balance of your hopes and your fears. Yes, some fears are healthy because they help us think about what could go wrong. They help us keep in perspective what could happen, what the next step needs to be if this other thing goes wrong. Yes, those fears are healthy, but there is a need for temperance. There is a need for putting one foot in the water and one foot on the ground. One foot in your dreams and successes, and one foot in reality. Don't get bogged down by the fears and be buoyed up by the hope. Yeah. There's a need for balance. And yes, and also not making this project your whole life, because there are other things in your life that need your attention as well. And this process is going to be a transformation of you. And you have to be good to yourself. So there needs to be a balance between making things happen and taking care of yourself. Don't go faster than your own pace. Okay? Okay. This last card is the outcome. And we have the Emperor card. Hey, it's Benjamin Franklin. What? So, the outcome, the Emperor. I love it. This is the card of masculine power. So, you've been evolving from a soldier to a queen to an emperor. This is an amazing process. And the Emperor is that energy of, I have control, but I also know how to delegate that control. It is the balance between utter control of a situation and trusting those around you to take care of things that you can't always have your eye on. I hope that makes sense. The result is that you become your own ideal. this want to move forward brings you up another level. I don't know if you can see this, but there's goats on her hands armrests, and there's also goats on his armrests. So I'm feeling that this is a level up you want. This is the level up that you're desiring. You want to be more than what you feel you are right now, but remember that the wish to be more can't just apply to material things. It needs to apply to knowledge, it needs to apply to emotions, it needs to apply to growth as a person in all areas of your life. Because power without knowledge and understanding is just dictatorship. And I don't think that's what you want. I think what you want is to be loved and seen and seen. You want to be seen. Why do I get the feeling of that from this card in particular? Because Benjamin Franklin he's holding a kite. He's holding the playful kite that he used to discover electricity. Like, he's a playful, lovable, crazy guy. And he was seen. And he is still loved many generations after his death. And it's because he lived his life to the fullest and was himself and grew his mind and ideas his whole life. Not just as a young person, but his whole life. He continued to grow and change as science and knowledge changed. And I think that's the future that your guides want to see for you. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do is pull you a couple oracle cards. The first deck I'm going to use is my Kunyin Oracle. I really love her messages. They are sweet and caring, and she's been on point today. So let's see what Kunyin has to say for you. Kunyin, could you please tell group number 3? Oh, okay. That was it. That's what she wants to tell you. So this card, I've seen this card before and I really like it. This is Mother Fierce. What? Mother Fierce. I think this is a very appropriate message for you guys. So I'm going to read you this. Mother Fierce is your guardian. Nothing can penetrate the passionate fire of her fearless love. Your safety is assured. In the midst of any apparent challenge or threat, no matter how frightening it may seem, no matter how insecure you might feel about taking the next step on your spiritual path into more power, know that you are safe, you are protected, you are loved. And one more oracle from my Affirmators deck, and that will be your reading, you guys. Oh, I got a little T on your card, I'm sorry. Here we go. So, guides of group number 3, would you please give me one more message for them on this great journey that they are on of death and rebirth and regrowth, new opportunity? One card, please. Just one. Ooh, that's it. Oh, this is adorable. This card says, follow your heart. Ah. Okay, it says, follow your heart. I'm always rewarded when I follow my heart. I trust the GPS in my heart knows all the best routes. And when it seems like it's taking too long to get where I want, I know it's because there's some cool, weird stuff to see along the way. Aww, it's that same message of the journey is the point. This journey is the point, not the goal. So, aww. Good job, you guys. So thank you so much for being here, reading group number 3. I hope you really liked this reading. I hope it was helpful. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you have a blessed everything. Thank you so much for watching. And this was Pan. Bye, you guys. Hi, group number 4s. Welcome to this week's reading. This week we're doing a collective checkup. We're gonna do a Celtic cross and just kind of figure out the energy and see where you guys are at. And yeah, just try and see if there's any messages from your guides or the universe, whatever you subscribe to. Okay, so here we go. Group number 4, this is the card that drew you in. It is an old woman sitting in a chair of skulls with a demon dog behind her. Very spooky. And then we have this river rock as the item that brought you guys in. It's a very pretty, very comfortable rock. Really like this rock. It's been in a river for a really long time to become this round and awesome. So I'm gonna put those there. And then I'm gonna shuffle your cards and just, we're gonna do the spread, okay? All right, here we go, group number 4s. I do these collective readings every 9 weeks so that I can really hone into you guys and figure out what's going on in your lives so that maybe I can bring some good readings within the next 9 weeks to pertain to what you guys are going through. Okay? So, let's shuffle. Alright, I'm using the Philly Tarot deck today. It's been very vocal, and I love it so much. It's a really cute deck. So, group number 4's Spirit, can we get some information for my group number 4s? I'm gonna put them out without their faces showing, and then I'm gonna show them to you one at a time as we talk about them. All right? It's interesting. I felt like sitting for all the other groups, but for your group, I don't feel like sitting, so we're not going to. Okay, so your first card is this card here in the center. This is your current energy, what you're currently feeling. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. Wheel of Fortune. This is really interesting as a base energy. So the Wheel of Fortune can be taken a couple of different ways. The way I'm kind of feeling it right now is that you're feeling like the tides are changing, that that your world is shifting in an unpredictable manner, and you might be feeling a little like you're on the wheel. Like you're being spun around in different directions and you're not really sure where you're headed, is what I'm feeling. So a little bit of uncomfortableness, a little bit of uncertainty, a little bit of, is this turn of the wheel going to be good for me? Or is it scary? A lot of uncertainty. I'm feeling a lot of uncertainty from your group. Perhaps a bit of tiredness, like, oh no, things are changing again. I actually have a lot of this energy myself at the moment. So, the next card, this card is what is crossing you. This is the challenge that is being presented to you right now. And we have the Sun. Oh, wow. We have the Sun, you guys. That's crossing you? Wow. So this is, okay, the first thing I'm hearing is that this is a challenge to see things positively. What's crossing you is the need to shift your perspective to a positive one. The need to embrace positivity. You feel so uncertain because maybe you have a pessimistic attitude. With this other card that drew you in, you might be feeling rather pessimistic about life in general. Maybe about this shift. It's a challenge to, instead of think of the Wheel of Fortune turning as a bad thing, as an opportunity, thinking of it as ooh, this is an exciting new path that I get to explore. This is a new adventure. This is a new way. Instead of, this is going to be a disaster. This is something I'm not familiar with. This is leading me to destruction. This is a challenge to embrace positivity. So, what is behind you? That is what this card is about. What is behind you? You have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Interesting. So, what I'm seeing is behind you, I think there may have been a schism of some kind, an argument of some kind. This Three of Pentacles looks a lot less like people working together and a lot more like people having a sort of intense discussion about something. So you may have felt like you were a part of a group at one point, and the group has broken apart a little bit, or has disagreed on something, or has maybe just fallen out of touch. So whatever is in your past with this group of people, you might be feeling pessimistic about this. Like, wow, we'll never get on the same page. We're never gonna see eye to eye. Or the other thing I'm hearing is that maybe this has been a moment in the past where you gave up what you wanted for other people, that you decided you would just grin and bear it so that everybody else could have what they wanted. And that's behind you now. There's something better waiting for you. The sun is also like a positive shift. There's a positive sun on the horizon. So, this next card is, what is crowning you? And we have, wow, we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, so, yeah, schism. A breakup, a heartbreak. This is what is on your mind. This might be why you're seeing the Wheel of Fortune as such a negative card. Instead of seeing the possibilities of it, you're seeing the heartbreak that could come out of it because of some kind of schism that has happened previously. You have learned from previous experiences that everything turns out bad. At least that's your perspective right now. And yeah, and it's been on your mind. It's that heartbreak is ever present right now. It is immovable from your mind at the moment, and it's coloring everything around you. And that's why this Wheel of Fortune felt so negative when it came out. It's being colored by this heartbreak, by this schism, by this misunderstanding. And yeah, so of course it's a challenge for you to see things positively. Of course it's a challenge to try and see past it and see the sun beyond the horizon. All right, let's keep going to try and get more. So ahead of you, this is the card that is ahead of you. And we have the Fool. Oh, I love this. So, you guys, your guides are really saying, so we know you've had this heartbreak. We know you've had this schism. We know that you are apprehensive. We know that you're scared. We know this. We know you are scared. But the way to move forward is to embrace your childlike nature, to embrace the Fool energy of, I'm just gonna try. Even though it scares me, I'm just gonna try, because good things could happen. And the possibility of amazing things happening is worth the trying. Okay? Okay. So, this bottom card, this is what is grounding you. This is at your feet. And we have the Hermit. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Oh, I kind of like this. So, even though this schism has given you some heartbreak, even though this schism has left you feeling tired and alone and like everything is poop, even though it's left you feeling this way, it has given you a confidence in being alone. It has made you stronger. It has made you able to carry on your own. It has made you look within to your own power and bring forth the bright light within you. This is a hard thing that happens. Sometimes heartbreak is meant to happen so that we can grow and become better. I'm not saying that makes heartbreak good. I'm not saying that it makes it great or happy or anything like that. It's still painful. It still hurts. It's still a knife in the heart. But your guides are saying because of this heartbreak, because of the schism, because of the need you had to stand on your own, you've created a beautiful life for yourself. Look at the art behind this hermit. He's actually an artist that has lived here in Philly for a long time. And his art is beautiful, and he did it all by himself. Like, this beautiful garden he made is huge, and he made it piece by piece over a lifetime. And this foundation of you building a beautiful space for yourself, this is the energy that will sustain you and enable you to embrace this full energy of, I deserve to try because I deserve good things to come out of the trying. Yeah. I hope that makes sense. It does to me. But you deserve the good things that could come of trying, of the wheel shifting. These good things are coming for you, and even though you might feel like pessimistic about it, the universe is challenging you to change your perspective, to embrace the positive, to believe that what has happened to you in the past was for your own good, even if it hurt, and that you wouldn't be who you are today if you didn't go through those painful experiences. And because you went through those painful experiences, you've become this shining light to other people that you are now. And those experiences are going to lead you forward into a bright, shining future where you can really be yourself unapologetically, with no one to tell you you can't, because you have established yourself by yourself. I hope that makes sense. All right, now we're going to do this little tower here. This first card is about the people or the influences that are around you. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, I love this. So this card talks about a new opportunity, normally a physical opportunity that is coming for you. I believe that this card is saying that the influences around you that maybe you don't see right now because all you're viewing, all of your outlook is pessimistic. You don't see this devil dog right behind you. This devil dog is not here to kill this woman. This devil dog is here to fight for her. This devil dog is here to rip out the throats of anybody who comes towards this lady in a bad way, right? So I think this material opportunity that is being handed to you by the influences in your life, this is a guard dog. This is a person, not just a person. This is a group of people that are giving you opportunities to move you forward, and they're doing it because they see potential in you, and they see that your path forward, you have worked really hard to pull yourself out of this hole, and you deserve to move forward. And the universe is going to put people in your life to give you the opportunities you need to push forward, to churn your wheel of fortune towards the sunny side up. Okay? So these could be people who are already in your life, already trying to give you opportunities, just accept them. Or it could be brand new people who are going to show up and give you an opportunity, and you should leap on it. You deserve things. This next card is your attitude towards everything. And we have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. This makes a lot of sense. So the Four of Pentacles is about being a little bit stingy. It's about being a little bit afraid. It's about wanting to hold on to what you have and not let go, because this might be the only coin you ever get, right? So you're holding on to this negative side of things because that's what you believe you deserve, and that's what you believe is always going to come to you. This toxic thinking is holding you back. You are holding on to it because you are familiar with it. You are afraid of what could happen if you let go of this toxic thinking. It is so familiar, it has become a part of you, and you're afraid to let that go. I'm here to tell you that even though the process is really hard to let these toxic thoughts go, to let the pessimism go, to let the hurt go, to learn how to heal with a professional or people in your life that care about you, this process, although it is super, super hard, I'm not saying it's easy, it is worth it. Because this guy can't move forward the way he's holding on to these coins. He is stuck. And you need to move forward. Your wheel of fortune is turning. It is time for you to come out of hiding, come out of your hermitage, and burst forth and be joyous about life again. And you can't do that if you're holding on to limiting ideas. Okay? So, this next card, this is about your hopes and fears. And we have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords, you guys. This card talks about leaving things behind, but it also talks about taking the things that you need with you. So, even though we are leaving behind this heartache, we are leaving behind this schism, we are taking the parts of those experiences that are important, that taught us things, that teach us things, that are continually helping us grow. We are taking the important parts of these and leaving the things that hurt us. That is a tough process. I would suggest a therapist. But it's the movement from choppy waters to smooth waters. It is the removal of yourself from a bad situation to a good situation. It is loving yourself enough to say, this place is not good for me. I'm moving on. I hope that makes sense to you guys. You're hoping for that brighter shore, but you have to pick up the oars and row yourself. Your guides are going to be there to help you. You're taking them with you. The important things are coming with you to the brighter shore. You just have to keep rowing towards it. You have to try. I hope that makes sense. And this last card, this is the outcome. And we have the High Priestess. Oh, this is beautiful. The High Priestess is the card of hidden knowledge. It's also the card of female spirituality. It is the card of both the balance of listening and teaching. It is it is the card about both black and white. It is the ability to see, to understand, to comprehend that which is hidden from you, perhaps right now, or from others. Yeah, this is deep inner spiritual knowledge. This path of embracing the positive and letting go of the hurt, of the pain, forgiving those in the past, this really hard process, it brings you to this place of spiritual enlightenment, of understanding, of knowledge that can help so many people, including you. Like, this journey is for you overall. Like, this is for you. But it's powerful, and it's powerful enough for everybody to see it. Aww, that's beautiful. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do for you guys is I have 2 oracle decks today, and I'm just going to get one message from each of them. Okay, so this is my Kunyin oracle. Just going to shuffle her up and get you a message from Kunyin. I love her messages. They have been very on point today. So, Kunyin, could you give us a message for group number 4 about this journey towards positivity, coming out of their hermitage, engaging with the world again, and finding that beautiful light within themselves to share with others? This one? Okay. This one. So you guys have Princess of the Autumn Harvest. Princess of the Autumn Harvest. I'm going to read you this one. Princess of the Autumn Harvest brings gifts of bounty and blessings for efforts and actions of the past. It is a time when the fruit of your labors is ripe for the picking. A beautiful blessing is on its way to you now. With gratitude in your heart, you will recognize the blessing when it comes to you, and it will serve you perfectly. Be open to receive it, knowing it is justly deserved. And the last thing is I'm going to get you an affirmators card. Guides of group number 4, could you please give me one card, one last message for group number 4 about this journey to transmute some things from the past to bring forward blessings into the future. We have one message, please. Almost. Could we have one message, please? Oh my, that was so many. I'm gonna definitely take that one. I can't take all of these. This one. Okay, we are gonna get 2 then. So, oh, I love this. Okay, so the first card you got is Ultimate Potential. Ultimate Potential. And the second card you got is Confidence. So, let me read you these 2. Yeah, embrace the sun, guys. The sun is ultimate potential. That's what it is. All right, ultimate potential. I choose to live a life of my fullest potential. I trust that this will draw me towards experiences and people that support my growth and accomplishment. Tuning into this frequency, I now reach higher heights than I ever thought possible. Knowing it is an option, why would I ever tune into anything else? I'm looking at you, smooth jazz and talk radio. All right, and this other card is confidence. In this moment, I take a step back and look at myself with the pride of a good mother. I see an abundance of abilities and talents that show up all the time in big and little ways. If I could stick myself on a refrigerator, I would. I would invite all the neighbors over and say, look at that. Can you believe what an A+ that is? Aw, that's so sweet. Yeah, you guys deserve all the confidence that's coming towards you. You deserve it. You deserve the brighter shore. Thank you for being here, group number 4. Thank you so much for listening to the whole reading. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That's all I'm seeing for you guys, so I hope you have a blessed everything. Thank you so much. I'll see you at your next reading. This was Pan. Bye, you guys.